Well, hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. Please tell us in the comment where you are supporting and watching this webinar. We are ready to get started. Let me just double check to ensure that we have audio and sound. Thank you so much for you for watching. Perfect. It looks like we are connected. So we appreciate your comments and your opportunity for us to be able to support you and bring spotlight of your specific job opportunities and what you're looking for. So please tell us a little bit more about you. Of course, today we are our regular Blue Star Careers webinar, which just has become our way for us to connect our members across key social networks to highlight opportunities and key partners. These sessions are designed to increase awareness and open doors to meaningful employment opportunities for all of our Blue Star members. This week, of course, we're honored to collaborate with Potomac Health Solutions, a leader in providing healthcare and workforce solutions to support military, government, and civilian communities. Their expertise in hiring top talent and understanding industry trends makes them an invaluable resource for job seekers at all stages. So if you love healthcare, this is the webinar that you need to be listening to, that you need to pay it forward, that you definitely need to tag your friends, your network, your resources so that anyone can find out more about how we are designing opportunities and making those introductions. Tina Goss, of course, today is here. She's the recruiting manager of Potomac Healthcare Solutions, and we'll share all about her organization, but also give you tips and tricks, what you need to know in order for you to make it into the top selection and be a very successful applicant. So without further ado, let's get started and begin our webinar. Again, please post your comments. Let us know where you're watching. We'd love to be able to send you. Back. Thank you so much. Oh, there we are. Thank you so much for joining us. Technology, it's our friend, but it also can be sometimes a little bit stressful. And right now, we may have a little experience or experience a little bit of connectivity with our bandwidth. But I'm very excited to welcome Tina. Thank you so much for joining us. We are highlighting careers in healthcare. So please post your comments. Let us know where you're watching. We'd love to be able to send you additional resources and tell you where you can connect, continue to follow up. So, Tina, welcome so much. Thank you for supporting this opportunity. Please let us know more about you. We want to know what is your connection to the military, if you're connected to the military. Briefly, anything that you want to share about your career trajectory.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for having me today. My name is Tina Goss. My military connection is actually through my father. He served in the Army for um, I want to say it was 4 years. I actually began my career in 2012 working in human resources for a home care agency. And then in September of 2014, I actually transferred into the recruiter role for the same company. I also took responsibility of managing their wellness program during flu season. However, in February of 2018, I joined Potomac Healthcare Solutions as a recruiter, and then I was promoted to manager in April of 2024. This progression has actually been a rewarding journey, and I look forward to continuing with growth in the company.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, for your connection. And those of you who are watching and we're giving you a time to tune in, of course, please tell us where you're watching. We would love to be able to see where the stream will reach, whether you are West Coast, East Coast, Central, or maybe overseas. We want to make sure that you get introduced to the resources, the partners, like the one we have today, who is all the time informing us and keeping us up to date about their healthcare opportunities and their solutions. And so we want to ensure that everyone has that opportunity to review, or you can also watch the replay, of course. So thank you, everyone, for supporting and for tuning in. Tina, we'd like to also ask our partners who are here to share a little bit more about their career trajectory, but also their organization. I'd like to put them on the spot and maybe perhaps ask him about a specific life changing moment. How did you get involved with Potomac Healthcare Solutions, and why was this a better fit for you versus perhaps any other industries as a hiring or a talent acquisition manager? And in this industry, you could have picked perhaps any other industry. Why healthcare?
I actually picked healthcare because my mother was an X-ray tech, my aunt was a nurse, so I have a lot of family. My uncle was a doctor, so I do have a lot of family in the healthcare field. So I was just very interested in just kind of going that way. I actually went to school for nursing, but once the clinicals started and I had to do all the in-person rotations, I just thought, this probably isn't for me. I was more interested on like the administrative side, but didn't know which direction to go. So once I started applying the jobs, I started working at a hospital as like a patient care tech. And then after that, I started the home care agency position. Then once I was able to start working with Potomac Healthcare Solutions, because they give back to the military, like the positions that we do hire for are literally in support of military and veterans. Um, and I was really trying to transition out of home care. So I was really thankful for this opportunity to start with Potomac Healthcare Solutions. It obviously is helping me with growth in my career. So for the moment I joined, I knew that it was going to be an environment where I, could definitely contribute, and I thought that I was going to be valued, and then obviously make a tangible impact. Over time, I've been able to expand my knowledge and grow my career, and have a deeper understanding of healthcare and government contracting, which is, a field that I had no experience in. So I'm really, thankful that they did take a chance on me. So this experience has not only enhanced my skill set, but also helped me develop a more strategic approach to my work, positioning me to contribute to even more meaningful.
Absolutely. That's really, yeah, that is so wonderful that you bring up government agency and contracting, and I would definitely would love to ask you a little bit more about that. Get to know more as you speak more about your organization. We're very excited to learn more about all those great opportunities. And you have presence for jobs and availability in key communities that really support and have a very distinguished connections within the military. So we're very excited to hear more about your organization. So tell us about your organization. So what do you guys do? What's the obviously healthcare solutions? But tell us a little bit more about Potomac, um, or the company and your great opportunities that you provide, your work in general.
Sure. So Potomac Healthcare is a dynamic and innovative company that specializes in providing comprehensive healthcare services to government agencies. We are known for our expertise in healthcare government contracting. We deliver high quality solutions that support both the operational and clinical needs for various healthcare programs. What really stands out about Potomac is our strong culture of teamwork and commitment to excellence. We prioritize not only meeting client needs, but also fostering an environment where employees can grow professionally. I personally have experienced significant career development here, and have seen the company consistently make strides to a meaningful impact in the healthcare industry.
Wonderful. And I know your job board, of course, is continuously changing, and it's really busy a couple of days out of the week. And then before you know it, jobs get really, really filled, or they just get a lot of really great candidates. But in your experience working for this organization, what kind of key qualities and skills can candidates do to stand out when they're exploring a brand new into healthcare and they just completely don't know yet, but they think they want to work in this field? what sort of qualities and skills can they share in the resume or perhaps cover letter? Walk us through that process. What works best for you guys?
Sure. I mean, there's definitely, multiple approaches. It really depends on the position itself. But how candidates can stand out today is, just demonstrating that they have a combination of technical skills as well as soft skills. I know those aren't really terms that you hear when applying for a position, but technical skills are like knowledge of healthcare systems, especially in the areas like government contracting or compliance, which is, definitely valuable. On the soft skills side, it's qualities like adaptability, communication, problem solving are key. Healthcare is always evolving. So being someone that can remain flexible, work collaboratively, and demonstrate leadership in challenging situations will make a candidate more attractive. In addition, showing that you have a genuine passion for making a positive impact in healthcare field can really set a candidate apart.
Awesome, thank you. And I'm going to take a moment, Tina, to share a little bit more about the website, your organizations, and how can our members find you and find the job opportunities, so that we'll ensure that members walk it to your portal. And so I'll go ahead and share. I'm looking at our screen, and so I can see. So for those of you who are watching, if for some reason you have just trying to figure it out, okay, where do I find this is a really great website where you will find out all about the great opportunities. Where I really would like to encourage you, of course, is two places where you can go. Is of course go down to the website and then ensure that you are reviewing company opportunities, what they do to ensure that it is a good fit for you before you start applying and applying just because. Ensure that you are, in fact, it is the healthcare and is the healthcare solutions that you are looking to do. But also, when in doubt, then go ahead and join and review the main general job opportunities that are available out there, and review their portal, review what's open. As I mentioned, their website is it's really busy all the time. And I love it because we get the updates every week. Whether you are a pharmacy technician, you are an MRI technician, perhaps you are an internal medicine physician, or you are also just in general an administrator. You want to break it into administrative roles. You want to build your experience. And also, I've seen, which is really rare, I've seen also certified coders, which I'm always very excited to see those specific opportunities, because I see members sometimes within our community, they're looking for certified coders, certified opportunities to get in or to break it into this field. So there's a lot of great opportunities like administrators and all of that. Of course, as I mentioned, this particular opportunities and job board is fast changing all the time. So the best way for you to obviously stay up to date, if I may say this, Tina, is two ways, of course. Follow, of course, our careers community of over in the neighborhood. We're always continuously posting all of those latest jobs, but also ensure that you are following and connecting directly with the company, perhaps setting up job alerts so that you can get those specific areas and understand a little bit more what's getting updated and what's being offered for job opportunities in your level. So awesome. Okay, let me ask you as well, Tina, because one of the things that I get sometimes with specific members quite often is this darn resume that just obviously we're still in the process of using it and continue to use it. But in your experience, what makes a resume attractive in the healthcare field for your specific organization?
I would say that job seekers should make their resume and cover letter just customizable for the specific role that they're applying for. A lot of people like to use like a general cover letter that isn't really tailored to the position that they're interested in. So it is a kind of a turnoff for recruiters. It just doesn't make them look very interested, and they're just mass applying to positions and trying to get a hit somewhere. Um, so aligning their experience, skills, achievements that match the job description. It is important to highlight measurable outcomes. Such like you improve patient satisfaction by this percent. And then like relevant skills, especially ones that are related to the healthcare or government contracting sectors in our case. In the cover letter, candidates should express why they're excited about the company, how their values and goals align with the organization. Personalizing each application and specific role shows initiative and then genuine interest, which is definitely, on the appealing side for recruiters.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. So cover letters definitely it's not a thing of the past in your specific organization. You do value uh, cover letters and how members can add a little bit of additional storytelling of their career trajectory or perhaps their contribution, what they intend to contribute to your organization. That's amazing. That's great. What are some of the most common roles that you get most frequently that are like hot tickets within your organization that you're always looking, but you always have uh, equally amount of opportunities available?
So I would definitely say we're always looking for like pharmacy technicians, certified medical assistants, positions like that. The schooling does not take very long. Sometimes it's like a year, 18 months to get a certification. And then once you gain a little bit of experience, our roles usually only require 1 year of experience. So once you grab, some experience, we can definitely speak, and then hopefully it'll be a good fit for one of our many locations. I mean, we're based out of Virginia. However, we hire all over the US. So, mostly DC, Maryland, Virginia area. However, I mean, we also have positions, North Carolina, out on the West Coast as well, in Texas. So there's definitely always an opportunity.
Wonderful. And I'm glad that you shared about transferable skills, but also careers that are very sort of an entry level, but that allow you to really break it into healthcare. Uh, so your examples are pretty right on cue. I mean, they don't require a lot of training, long 4 years, 3 years of the whole master's, bachelor's degree, just enough for you to get in the door. Love and test out to see if healthcare is it's your niche, and then continue to grow and continue to really develop those opportunities within the organization, and then advance into a more solid career in healthcare. What are some of those specific uh, interview tips that you can share with us, Tina? Because one of the things that I always see within our communities, of course, we work really hard to get those resume and cover letter, those tools really polished. We work really hard to identify which role is a great fit, and then we take the process to apply. We reach out to Blue Star Careers, hopefully for a referral to increase visibility, but then we make it to the interview, and then we don't advance. What would be some of those highlights that you can share that will really help those members prepare better or show up to really ace that interview with your company?
So I like to just, I guess, give some, examples of mistakes that job seekers make. So for healthcare interviews, failing to demonstrate an understanding of the industry, applying to positions that you may not necessarily be qualified for because you lack the certification. Again, with just applying to positions that aren't tailored to your resume and cover letter, and then not knowing like the challenges that are within the organization. So if you don't know like the problem that they're trying to solve, it's definitely good to do research on the company and then just see what positions are available that do align with your expertise, your credentials. And then additionally, not showcasing empathy or patient centric thinking can also be a red flag. Healthcare is about people, and candidates should reflect that they have the right mindset for patient care and support. And then finally, not asking insightful questions at the end of the interview can come off as a lack of interest or preparation. So asking thoughtful, role-specific questions do show that you did put an effort into learning about the company, and then, of course, the position that you're applying for.
Wonderful. Those are great tips. Thank you so much for contributing. And I mean, you're right. I think until recently that I think I you know people are starting to ask more questions and more thoughtful questions regarding the company or the next process. What's next on the process in the hiring process? What's next in the filling the position? But also questions about culture and how we are a good match with each other. I think that's tremendous benefit for both. And as you just reiterated, how that is a tremendous asset for you to identify and know, hey, Laura is very interested in this role because she did her homework, and she's definitely interested in joining our community. So that's fantastic. I do have a couple of questions that I want to bring up and highlight for you. I know we're going to try to keep this short just so that we both can attend other specific things. But most importantly, I really have the opportunity to send you over some great qualified candidates, and people can apply and start looking at your opportunities. But I do want to just really quick prick your brain about or your insights about LinkedIn. I was listening to a webinar earlier this morning about how recruiters go to LinkedIn to pre-screen applicants, candidates. Is that something that you particularly, or not you necessarily, but your organization previews candidates ahead of time? How important is that for you to pre-screen candidates?
It's very important. And honestly, we love LinkedIn. That's definitely, it is social media. However, it's, definitely a professional site. You want to show off your best self in LinkedIn. I always recommend to anybody, create a LinkedIn profile, start networking. It's really important, especially in the healthcare industry. I mean, you can find groups, other people that are within, your industry or, professional position. And then, especially in government contracting, I mean, I've definitely connected with a lot of people like within government contracting. So it has helped in terms of recruiting, but building relationships, with the professionals in your field, it can create new opportunities. I mean, I've found professionals that I've actually hired from my connections. Like it didn't work out with that specific person, but they referred me to somebody else that was looking for a job. So it really does work out in our favor. And then the best way I would say to utilize LinkedIn is attending. I mean, they announce events, just, such as this one, where in your industry there's conferences. So there's a lot of good information. That is on LinkedIn and other associations that are within your industry.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I'm going to take a quick moment to send some shout outs really quick before we run out of time. But I do also have to highlight a couple of opportunities for you really quick. But before we do that, let me also once again come back and ask, showcase our members. Once again, where you need to go. The link has been shared in the comments. But when in doubt, this is what the website looks like when you are looking for opportunities with the organization. So take a look at what you are, where you need to go. This is the opportunities where you can learn more about the company, leadership, who is part of them, but also services that they provide to align yourself with the career opportunities. And then ensure that you are in there clicking on career so that you can go to the job board and view the opportunities that are available. That is really important for you to do your homework ahead of time so that you are ensuring that you're applying for the latest opportunities, but also keeping track about what kind of roles, perhaps if you are still very new into healthcare and exploring the opportunities, what opportunities are available near you, and but most importantly, where you can perhaps draw your map, your career journey, your path into healthcare and healthcare solutions. And so, and with that being said, I'm going to go over to our comments and share really quick. Tina, we have a member who posted a question about training opportunities and internships. Do you provide what kind of internship opportunities are there available? So thank you, Laverne, for sharing this potential internships within the organization.
So unfortunately, we don't have any internships like available at this time. We've had interns in the past where just to gain experience in the corporate office. But in the field, like in different healthcare facilities, we can't offer internships because of like the background and security clearance that is required to work on the base. We do have some veteran clinics, but again, we can't, it really just depends on security clearance. So there has to be a position available in order to hire somebody to work in the specific location. But I
Great.
can't say that it's not going to change. We are
Of
looking
course.
into hopefully being involved in those programs that allow, especially military spouses and veterans to do an internship type of it's a type of I'm trying to think of the word, sorry. Type
That's
of
okay.
program that, yeah, there's like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
assistance program, yeah, that can kind of give them the skills to work in the field that they're interested in.
Absolutely. Laverne, check out the neighborhood. We'll ensure that we post this week some opportunities for you, perhaps in your local community. There are some internships available through your local workforce development, but also through WIA, that perhaps you can also receive some intentional training and then internships with the intent, of course, for you to grow your career. So, and if that also goes to answer your question as well, Laverne, what kind of recommended courses you will consider in healthcare? Well, it all probably depends what kind of work you want to do in healthcare. Healthcare is so wonderful and so complex, so huge. You would have to probably redefine a little bit more. Do you want to do admin? Do you want to do patient to patient? Do you want to do? There's so many out there, right? That can be done. So I encourage you to definitely look into what areas you particularly would like love to provide. And we're getting ready to wrap up, team. So if you have a comment, please post them. I'll ensure to come back and view those for you. But for now, I just want to take some moments to send some shout outs to our members. We have in Spouse First, Amber. Thank you so much, Amber. Thank you for Tasha, Nisa, Suzanne, for Amy. Thank you so much for supporting this. We have here on LinkedIn, and I'm looking at a different monitor today because we are in location doing a couple of other things, but we are definitely promoting and looking at your opportunities. So thank you so much for Myra. Thank you for Desiree. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for facilitating the connection. And for all of you who are watching, don't keep this to yourself. Be sure that you tag your network, tag your military spouse. If you have a specific Facebook group that you go and converse a lot more about career opportunities, share this, reshare it, because these are opportunities, as Tina mentioned, they're across the US, they're all over in almost every installation. These are opportunities that would definitely welcome veterans, military spouses, anyone out there who wants to break it into the healthcare career. So, Tina, we're getting ready to wrap up. We got about 2 minutes. I want to ensure that I give you back your time. You so kindly have donated your time to come and share with us a little bit more about your organization and, of course, your role in the company. But any call to action, what would you like our members to do? And then anything we can all do as well to support you and support in specific projects.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me. I just encourage everyone to take the look at the positions that are available on our site. Always remember, show your adaptability, show your commitment, show your diverse skills. If you are interested in learning more or applying, please feel free to reach me. I'm here to help you guide through the process, answer any questions. And then, find me on LinkedIn, connect. It's definitely probably the best way. I'm always posting our current roles on a weekly basis.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful, beautiful wrap up. So thank you so much for your time. We look forward to staying connected with you. And then when in doubt, head over to the neighborhood. That's where we share our weekly notifications that we get from the team about the current open opportunities, but also can help you elevate visibility. If for some reason Tina is busy taking care of everybody else and responding to the messages, we'll ensure that we also send a message to let her know that you are, in fact, interested in applying. So thank you so much for your time today. We look forward to staying connected and have a rest of your day and enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.